What's going on, guys? It's David here from Genzio. We are in Denver, Colorado for ETH Denver. I'm with Daniel from Black Opal. Honestly, it was fantastic because I finally got to hear from his perspective what is Black Opal, the history of it, as well as what they're doing now, embarking in this new journey through Web3 and blockchain, as well as the lifestyle that it comes with, rather than just the perks of being a member, but also the community that you receive. Fantastic interview, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's David here from Genzio. We are in Denver, Colorado for ETH Denver. I'm here with Daniel from Black Opal. Daniel, how you doing, brother?
I'm awesome. It's been an incredible week out here. Your team has been phenomenal in getting us plugged in with the right groups out here, and made an immense number of connections here.
I'm happy to hear that, bro. Denver in a whole has been good for you?
I mean, seems like we brought the Miami weather with us. It's beautiful up here right now. You know, it's a place I would not mind doing a summer vacation in. I don't know about the whole winter thing though.
No, it's true, because my buddy, he was telling me 2 weeks ago, there's about 2 feet of snow. Now we got but we do have 65 degrees. Now it isn't Miami, but it still is kind of nice.
You know, the mountains are beautiful here. It's a great place to get away for a weekend. You know,
Yeah.
I could definitely see enjoying that.
For sure, man, for sure. Okay, Black Opal, we want to hear about it.
So we're an international social club and luxury concierge. And for those who are less than familiar with the concept of what a concierge does, it's a single point of contact to bring you everything you need for life whenever you're of a certain level where you just don't have time anymore. Or you want access to all sorts of stuff everywhere in the world, which is where we come in. We've built out a global network spanning over 70 different countries, all sorts of mansions, yachts, and unique services for high net worth types and business owners. Really enhance everything they have going on, from their lifestyle, family life, travel, and even their ability to build community around various projects, do launch events. A lot of event-related stuff in terms of what we're doing, especially now that we've launched the social club.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm excited to hear more about the social club. But first, let's talk about how long has Black Opal been around?
So the company was formed about 3 years ago. I came on board late 2023 on the back of doing a party that they sponsored, and some pretty interesting things came out of that. And so they snatched me up to the team, and it's been a great ride since then.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, it looks like it for sure, for sure. Can you elaborate a little bit on these parties? What can someone expect at a Black Opal event?
You're going to meet the kind of people you want to meet. At the end of the day, an event is mostly about who's going to be there. And because of the pedigree of people involved with Black Opal and the networks we built over our previous careers and professional lives and all of our travels around the world, you're going to meet some really awesome people who, not only are they going to open doors to things you want to get involved with, but they're also going to open your mind to a whole new set of perspectives. Very interesting people.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, there's this correlation between, Web3, the Web3 community, right, is so community built and driven. And I see, from the get-go, I was like, man, not only are they providing services for luxurious lifestyle, but also providing a community of people who are, at a level where you can benefit from speaking to, the person that's right next to you at one of these events, right? So I see the vision and I feel it.
Yeah. You really never know who you're going to meet there. The first event that I was involved with Black Opal, one of Fabio Lamborghini's people ended up there, and that's turned into a very extensive partnership that we've built with them. And so there's a lot of very interesting things to come with that. And first and foremost would be the Lamborghini Heritage Museum that's now officially moving forward.
Okay, man, nice. Definitely excited to see it move forward. Now let's take a step.
I'm excited to do the launch party. That's gonna be
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be there. I better be there.
Yeah. So late in Q2 is when that's expected to be taking place. So
Okay.
I'll definitely keep you updated on that.
For sure, brother, for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about you. What has been your journey to get where you are right now?
Okay, so you know how the president talks about doing the weave in
Yeah.
conversations. So that's kind of what my professional path has been.
Okay.
Though I end up all the way over here from over here, and it's been a journey. Um, I guess you got to start all the way back when I was 18, fresh out of high school, and wanted to do something different from everybody else. So I decided at 18, I'm going to go off to the Marines. There's a war going on in Iraq right now, and I want to experience that. And so I did that. 4 years, couple deployments to Iraq in 2006 in Habbaniyah, 2008 in Fallujah. We closed down Camp Fallujah back then, and I moved over to Taqadum, and I chose to move on with my life, go get my education at the University of Pittsburgh, um, and I caught the entrepreneurial bug while I was there. Started my first business, and really never looked back. You know, I went from wanting to, my educational path was to be, to go to med school. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up going the entrepreneurial route and going down the rabbit hole of international projects, startups, new ventures, and just going with whatever was interesting. And that took me through the world of uh, international security programs and stuff like that. Not going to get too into the weeds on that.
Yep.
And over to the cannabis industry for a few years. And I what brought me to this business was I was raising capital for a venture fund I was involved with, and wanted to bring high net worth people into a room where they wouldn't feel like they're being like solicited, and instead it's just a relaxed environment to connect with them in.
Yeah.
And I had met the guys at Black Opal about 6 months prior, hit them up, hey, here's what I'm doing. This is your target market. And they came in as sponsors for it. And out of that came my relationship with them. Then, a few months later, they brought me on board, and it's been quite the journey since.
For sure, man. For sure. I mean, it's been a pleasure meeting you, of course, and just hearing about your story as well. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So now, Black Opal, from my understanding, you guys have something coming out soon, right? You guys are entering in a new realm, and we'd love to hear more about it.
Um, I mean, we've been really at it and building this global behemoth of a service stack. I since At least since I've been on board. I mean, they've were able to accommodate pretty much any request in over 70 different countries worldwide. We have a portfolio of over 7,000 mansions at our disposal, innumerable yachts, and so some really cool private services as well. Concierge doctors, stem cells, home life management, whether it be nannies, tutors, or property management and maintenance for your entire real estate portfolio. All that is a single push of a button. It's pretty cool what we have going on.
No, I want a membership. I'll have one. I will have one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a way to automate all the noise in your life, all the time sucks that you got to deal with. You can run all that through us. We handle all of it with the best professionals worldwide, and you can pay for it all in crypto.
Okay. Yeah. So that led me to my next thing. Now you guys are crypto friendly now. How important is that?
How important is it to give people the financial privacy of being able to spend their money how they want, when they want, where they want, without all the cross-border headaches? So many of our clients are digital nomads, and then in the crypto space, I mean, that's like the bulk of people from what I've been seeing is either you're on the capital side or you're a digital nomad running around the world, and the constraints of the banking system are broken now with the advent of DeFi.
Yeah.
And we're definitely making moves very aggressively to be the forefront of that in the lifestyle space.
No, for sure, for sure. Now, what kind of like hurdles have you guys had to hop over in this journey?
Well, in terms of hurdles, do you mean like the sort of people we've run across? People
Could be, yeah.
I mean, this is a luxury lifestyle space. You're going to come across a whole lot of people who are nowhere close to what they portray themselves to be, and you just have to be very mindful and do your proper due diligence to ensure that you're dealing with the right people.
Okay. Now, I also wanted to ask you, what is your opinion on the Web3 space? This being, I mean, I can't say this for sure, but I'm assuming this is one of your first crypto events, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
Now,
This was our first crypto Web3 type conference we've been to, and I mean, this is my kind of place. I love it.
yeah.
It's that sort of rebel attitude of the general crypto subculture that I love. I'm right at home here. The people are very open, fun to be around. There's none of that clickiness that you find in more traditional industries.
Yeah.
And I really like that. It's refreshing.
For sure. No, it's just like you never know. I mean, same with, going to a Black Opal event as well. It's like you never know who you're going to meet. But at a crypto event, it's like, man, you're walking around all day, talking to people, listening to their pitch as well as you pitching yours. But people are eager to speak to each other, and they're eager to listen as well. And I feel like, having that, your ears open to want to listen to what someone has to say rather than you need to tell people, is also something special as well. And that's something I've experienced here is like, people want to hear what you're doing. People want to hear what you're building, the problems you're solving. And I love it myself as well.
Yeah. It's very refreshing to be able to just talk to anybody in there. You really don't know who's who in there.
Yeah.
You'll be talking to some guy who looks like a hippie with dreads. He looks like you'd expect to see him running around a music festival, and then you come to find out, oh, this dude bought in 2011, and he's worth more than everybody in the room wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know, and it's awesome. And those are the people that are so much fun to work with because they're laid back and they want to experience life. And that's what we do. We give people the ability to really experience the best of life.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about like maybe what was your favorite event you've been a part of with Black Opal? What could someone on the outside expect to see? With disclosure, like whatever you can and cannot.
To maintain proper confidentiality for
sure.
everybody involved, and everything that we have that's in the works behind the scenes right now, I would just say that my favorite events that we've been involved in have been, well, it's just a matter of who you meet, and we always have such a great crowd, and it's the friends of the program, our members. We allow our members to invite certain members to invite people that they feel are a good fit for this.
For sure.
Bring people in, and oh my God, like a lot of these people are my own personal friends that have been brought into the community, and I'm still blown away every time. And,
Yeah.
Then our relationships with the various family office networks and everything, like you meet such worldly and highly experienced, highly intelligent people, and you never know where things will lead, But
Yeah.
it's just have your business cards ready and be ready to listen 3 times as much as you're going to talk because you do not know who you're.
It's like that whole connections grow from the people you know.
Oh yeah. It all starts with having the right people around you, trustworthy people who are well accomplished, who you can look to and respect and learn from. As they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, find another room to hang out in. Well, there's a 0.1% chance of you being the smartest guy in the room in any Black Opal event.
Okay. Nice. Now you guys are developing something, correct?
Yes. We're building out our technology platform. It's an AI-powered concierge with an actual human on the other side of it to ensure proper information is accounted for and everything. Because what the internet can tell you about a place you've never been is probably a bit removed from the reality. I not to pick on a popular Miami-based restaurant, but ChatGPT still recommends sexy fish for a place to eat while in Miami, and it's a vibe. It's a fun place, but I'm definitely not going to recommend the food there.
Okay, okay. So it's definitely something where people will not only be able to curate a plan, but also be recommended in the right direction.
Oh yes, everything. There's the AI element of it that speeds up everything for you. Like when you're talking about international travel planning, like full end to end, think about how much research goes into that.
Yeah.
Well, with our integration of custom AI agents into this, each one specifically built for a certain element of travel planning,
Hmm.
it's now a push of a button. You take days worth of work and condense it down to the minutes it takes to write a prompt.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then taking it a step further, we're going to be building out a token-driven transactional ecosystem. And this is where everything becomes invisible, complete financial privacy for our members. For anything that they want to do, it's now a pretty opaque system. And what they're doing is now completely confidential. And, as I mentioned before, confidentiality in this business is everything.
Hmm. No, for sure, for sure. Now, for people on the outside that might need a little, inspiration, what would you tell them
Inspiration.
towards your entrepreneurial mindset that you have?
Nobody ever became a multimillionaire by working a 9 to 5. Nobody ever had the life they wanted by doing what everybody told them.
Hmm.
Find what inspires you. Find something. Find a big problem to solve that makes you wake up excited to get after it every single day.
That's right. I mean, I feel that personally with, working with Genzio, right? I truly enjoy what I do, working with people like you and, constantly learning one, but two, we're building something great and helping projects where we're taking on an industry that is, forever growing, right? Every day and assisting projects that are solving problems, on all different levels, whether it be deep in, DeFi, gaming, AI, Black Opal. It's so I understand what you're saying, and it is true. It is true for sure. So, if we could fast forward 5 years from here, where would you like to see Black Opal?
That's a tough one because 5 years, the world moves so fast. I couldn't even
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you what 5 years.
Let's do 2, and then we'll do 5.
Um,
Considering 2 is short term, which 2 years, is, but
2 years. 2 years is still a long time for how fast things are moving for us.
yeah.
I mean, 2 years from now, I would want to have I mean, what metrics would I even go this by? I mean, are we talking number of members? I would like to see, at least 50 members in every major regional hub around the world. Offices in the top strategic cities. I mean, we're looking at branching out outside of Miami in terms of that. Hopefully by the end of this year, we're planning on having a Dubai office opened up by the end of the year. I've made that my personal mission for the year to establish everything that we need to get that moving. I mean, definitely a Latin America office, and I couldn't even tell you because there's so many different directions this can move.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I want to help companies raise capital through our social club because this is a great vehicle for that. This is where you can connect with the LPs and high net worth individuals you need for pretty much whatever project you have in mind. I want to see us doing launch events on a monthly plus basis in the crypto space, in Web3 space, because as you mentioned before, the community element of this particular niche, it locks in perfectly with our social club model and allows us to put the assets we have in our network to use to benefit businesses and actually solve a legitimate problem rather than just giving people a nice place to have a vacation.
No, that's so. When I initially was introduced to you guys, the one thing that I oversaw was the whole community as well. Like when you were, you become a member, right, of this, exclusive lifestyle club, is really like you're not just getting the services. You're entering a community of people that are going to help you uplift your everything, truly, whether it be your work, your lifestyle, and things are contagious, right? Being around the right people, it's contagious. Whether it be fitness, whether it be work, everything. It is who you surround yourself with.
100%. 100%. The old adage, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with, is absolutely true. I found that in my own life.
Yeah.
I've seen the times where I was hanging around with the wrong people and certain things were starting to rub off on me, and then I started hanging around. I moved to Miami, and the people I'm hanging around down there, and yeah, it's been there's a lot of growth that can happen in a very short period of time when you surround yourself with the right people.
No, for sure. Miami's kind of like a place too. It's like, being from Seattle, it's a little darker. Days are shorter, a little more rainier. And but although I think there's more rain in Miami throughout the year because of the tropical, like when it does rain, it really rains hard, right?
For 10 minutes.
So, but the thing I wanted to say is like, every time I go to Miami, for example, I notice there's more people outside running, active, doing things. More people are more inspired, driven. Do you think the same as well?
100%. You can't get away from it. Everybody's talking about growth, business. Everybody has this abundance, pro-growth mindset that they take to everything. You do have people out there trying to hustle you, trying to bullshit you, but for the most part, like at least the people I meet are all legitimate, highly driven people. They're the ones who are in the gym 6 a.m. every day. They're working 12 hours a day, and then they want to meet up later, but they're not out trying to get wasted like people in other parts of the country. No, it's also the best city to be sober in. Me, I gave up drinking quite some time ago, and I'll tell you, like other cities around the country, there's nothing to do if you don't drink. Miami? You don't even think about it. There's so many places you can go and things you can do that don't involve alcohol. It's really a beautiful thing.
Okay. And now one thing for sure, I know we've discussed it as well, is fitness, right? How important is fitness to the mindset and, staying fit? Well, to look good and feel good, but, to help you with, your approach towards life.
Oh, totally. I've been working out for 24 years, consistently, barely ever missing a day. And at this point, like people are like, oh, you can take time off because, it's not like you're going to look any different. Like, that's not what it's about.
Yeah.
My brain functions better if I get up in the morning and go hard in the gym for 40 minutes to an hour. I am mentally much sharper throughout the entire course of the day than I am if I were to take time off. So even when I probably shouldn't be going to the gym, I get injuries, stuff like that, I just work around it because it's what it does for my mind cannot be replaced with caffeine or anything like that, which I love to consume on a daily basis and advocate for everybody.
No, I drink a lot of coffee myself. I really do. It's tough when I got a little espresso machine in the house. I'm just ripping them but there's other things that I could be doing that are worse.
Oh, yeah. And I have so many people say, oh, those energy drinks are going to kill you. Well, you know what? We all die anyway. At least I'm going to get it from something that helps me be ultra productive and be the best version of myself.
Okay. Lovely, man. Lovely. Now, where can the people at home follow you guys?
On X, Black Opal Life on X, and my personal socials as well.
If you'd like to, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can follow me on Instagram at The Enlightened Savage. There's a period between each word, the.enlightened.savage.
Nice.
And I will be putting up a lot more content here in the near future. It's a little personal brand thing that I am actually in the process of building out now. fitness, philosophy, and just sharing the lessons I've learned throughout life on there.
Cool, man.
It's been a journey.
No, I know, and I'd love to hear more about it off camera.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Cool, bro. It was such a pleasure to have you. It's been a pleasure meeting you in person finally, having you here, and I can't wait for the future with you guys. You guys are killing it. This leap you're taking into the blockchain is just like, yes, 100%. And I'm excited for the future.
Oh yeah, likewise. In terms of my experience working with you guys at Genzio, I think I can speak for the entire Black Opal Life team. It's been phenomenal. This is a first collaboration here. Couldn't ask for better. And this really is, after this week's experience here, yeah, I'm sold on the crypto space being one of the best niche markets that we could go after, and I see some real value that we can offer to the people in it.
Love you, man. Sharkey, brother. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, David.
Yep.
Brought to you by Hedera and Foresight Ventures.
Hey, what's up?
But it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a hive.
No, we do not understand.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Get back at the Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us today.